The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
When was the last time you had really good Texas-style barbecue? Eric's Family Barbecue, the way it's supposed to taste. Always delicious, never rushed, and prepared to perfection. Eric's Family Barbecue uses only 100% fresh meat, slowly smoked over mesquite wood until it's juicy and delicious. We all know their brisket is the best, but have you tried their pulled pork ribs, or rib tips? Amazing, and their sides are all house-made. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip. You won't be sorry. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more information.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Hear the words you say sometimes? I mean, who talks like that?
98 KUPD.
Got a text from a buddy who's like, I've invited myself to your house for those things. I'm sorry. I'm like, I know you. I'm talking about strange weirdos. You might be one deep down, but at least I know you going in. So it doesn't count. It's not retro to those people. Danny. Dope. It's the odd ones. It's the guy who, another guy emailed and said, remember the worst kid in the world whose mom would call your mom to have you invite him over? My kid's name was Danny. Mom gets a call. Why didn't John invite Danny to the birthday party that you guys had last week? Like, I limited that to 7 friends. Well, is Danny not one of John's 7 friends? John chose the friends. I don't know. Well, next time you have a gathering, I'd very much like it if Danny could be part of it.
Wow.
A slumber party or something.
Oh, that's balls.
And, went on to say things like, he has trouble making friends, and, well, I wonder why. And then what happened to Danny? He got ostracized all through, school.
That made it worse.
Of course. Nobody wanted to be around him. His mom calls when you do it wrong.
Turn him into the plague.
Something is wrong with the... And then it was J. Todd Himes sent me a picture of the weird kid that looks like every weird kid in every elementary school ever. And he said this was the kid that always came up and said, hey, you want to be friends? Okay, you don't have any social skills. Yeah, social media's ruined it. Gary said that too. He goes, people who invite themselves over are the same guys that make really awkward, strange comments to girls on the internet like they know them.
Oh, yeah.
He's right. And you see, you don't know the girl on the internet, but you talk to her like you're comfortable because you've seen all of her pictures. Ooh. That's serial killer stuff.
I like the one where you're in that one room in the house next to the...
Oh, smoking hot, baby. You don't say that stuff, but again, she's just standing there with her parakeet. Got a new parakeet. Smoking hot in those jeans, baby. You don't have any social skills. And I think Facebook's done a number on social skills. Just needs to be addressed every once in a while. We're still social animals. You don't wander up to strangers and ask to come over. Just don't. Brady says it's how you make friends. He's wrong. It's not how you make friends. You make friends through connections that aren't wandering into someone's yard. That's how you get shot. And speaking of getting shot, can't wait for that halftime show. That's going to be a treat. What a treat.
It's like the one listener said. He texted and goes, what if the Raiders make it to the Super Bowl in that halftime show?
The Raiders are a good team, and the AFC is up for grabs the way the Chiefs are playing. There's reason to believe that the Raiders are a contender. Now, I don't personally think so. Watching them play, I thought they were good, but if they catch fire and end up in Los Angeles with Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg as the halftime show, and all of South Central already in Tim Brown jerseys, I mean, this is going to be unbelievable. You'll have all those reformed gangsters that want to live the life one more day. They're in their 50s now. They've got a Marcus Allen jersey on. And
Tim Brown might perform.
Oh, good Lord. The Raiders in SoFi for the Super Bowl with that halftime show. A lot of CEOs would be selling their tickets. That's for sure. Hilarious. It is 20 minutes before we give you a word for the Dinero Double Down. I got an email from a guy who said, hey, bacon pays. Brady's right. I've been listening for 20-plus years, and yesterday I played the game, texting the word bacon, and it changed my life. I won the Dinero Double Down, and I'm looking forward to a weekend that I hopefully don't survive. Hookers and blow will be plentiful, the alcohol cheap. I just wanted to thank you. I love the show and actually get paid for listening to this. It's crazy. Keep the train rolling. Brian. Well, thank you, Brian, and you can be like Brian on your last weekend bender. If you can make a bender kill you for $1,000, I'm impressed. After taxes, especially impressed. But who pays taxes when they're on a weekend bender like this Cage? Smart move. So we'll give you a word in about 19 minutes. Until then, it's time for Brady to give you all the news that only Brady knows. It's called the Brady Report, and it's brought to you by our friends over at the Hooters. Hold on a second. I'll get to that. I do this every day. It's my fault. Hooters. It's the place to catch the pro and football action. I knew that. Everybody's going to be up on TV. ASU tomorrow. Arizona, of course, the Cardinals will be playing on Sunday. They got all the games you want to watch right there on their screens and all the wings and delicious beers you could imagine. Hooters and Bud Light bring you this Brady Report. Brady Report.
Good Friday morning to you, Phoenix. Hello, we've made it.
Hi.
Happy National Poetry Day.
Could have skipped
Start
that.
writing.
No
Start
interest.
writing, Brett.
Yeah, you could do that about your tooth.
Yeah, thanks.
When do you have to go?
In about 10 minutes.
Your emergency dental
Yeah.
visit because Brett's teeth are falling out like an AJ Cracky.
Yeah.
I got it in my bag. Let's see.
Can I see your tooth?
Absolutely.
You have it in your bag.
He's looking
I
for
put it in a little Ziploc.
Ew. Is it a whole tooth?
No, a cap.
Let me see.
It's just the cap.
Oh, it's just the
How did they
top
not-
of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
When,
so it's
when I got mine, they did it in the studio.
Well,
or
this is a
the office.
temp. They send
Wow,
it out
that's-
for the permanent, so I got to go back in
No,
like
my
2 weeks. and
permanent
get-
was made in
Oh,
the-
really? Yeah, mine.
on
it
a
takes like an
machine.
hour, doesn't
That's
it?
wood and ivory.
I don't know. They said it was like 2 weeks to get it in. I'm
cheap
like, all right.
dentistry you going to?
Hey, this is just a
But yeah,
piece
it's
of
just a
chewed
cap.
gum.
Yeah. But it's like it doesn't look like they put enough adhesive on it or something, so it just like popped off. I'm like, what the
They
hell?
have that stuff at
Hey, thankfully you didn't swallow it.
I know.
Yeah, at the Walmart, you can get, or in Walmart, at the Walgreens. I don't know about Walmart.
Come on now.
I don't.
Walmart would have to.
That's,
They
called,
have
that's
these.
called Gorilla Glue.
They have the adhesive for your mouth stuff.
yeah, at
For
Walmart
like-
it's called Gorilla Glue.
Well, they do. At Walmart, it's just whatever it goes in. But they have for like dentures and things, and you can
What?
glue your, yeah, because I've
they
had
come
that.
with that little UV pen that you have to cure it with too?
I cracked a tooth and a filling popped loose, and they just said, go get that, push it in there, and it's just the same
then
stuff for
wait.
dentures.
Oh, well, it's
They'll do
good
it
to
for
know
that,
if it falls out while I'm back east. Then
Gum
I
it
can
back
just-
on there.
Throw some
Ugh.
poly in there.
Yeah, they got that, and they've got like a dental glue in there. You're a hillbilly rube. Gross. Brought his tooth in his sack.
Because I got to go straight to the dentist from here.
Could have left it in the car.
Couple of baseless fun facts. The world's
Tweaker
smallest
might have taken
park.
It is so gross. He's got his tooth in a
He's
bag.
looking for $5.
He's got his tooth in his
Ferry.
pocket now.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't pay attention to anything except that.
The world's smallest park is Mill Ends Park in Portland, Oregon. It's a 2-foot circle.
What the?
Okay.
Andre the Giant was drafted into the French Army in 1965,
Bonjour.
but couldn't enlist.
die. Everyone hide behind me.
right. We're charging up that
I
hill.
go up the hill and the four horsemen coming over the top. You are behind me, no? Come. Shoot the big thing.
Right. He'll take all the bullets.
They say we saw it. I show them different.
You think he just bonks everybody on their head?
Silly Germans.
He couldn't enlist because they didn't have shoes that were big enough, bunks that were long enough,
Right.
and trenches that were deep enough.
I try to be brave. They sent me away. Hey, look, I try. You give me no food.
No place to sleep.
What is the price of freedom if I cannot fight? We really want you on the team, got to be honest.
We really need you on the team.
have any bids for you. You're a giant. Yes, but you can use me for good. Wow, bonk, silly general.
Up until 2016, New Mexico had a law that banned idiots from voting. The law was from 1910. The word idiot described a person with an IQ of below 30.
Below 30?
Yeah.
You're dead.
It's a sponge.
Yeah.
I think dogs have higher IQs than that. I thought idiot like 90 or 80. That's when they started handing you a state helper.
Brady, I'd never heard of ID10T until I met you.
I know, ID10T. And Brady got that at a car dealership.
Did he really?
Didn't you?
Yeah, the guys would tell me when they would have
Over
someone
the
that's
thing.
a pain, yeah.
Got an ID10T.
What is that?
ID10T. Idiot. He's got an ID10T in Bay 3.
That's
Giving us some trouble about his ratty adder.
It's got too many letters in it for Brett. John.
Brett had to spell it. What the? There's numbers in the letters. ID10T is idiot if you look at it. And Brady loved it. This guy.
Such a Brady
And the
joke.
best part
It
about
is, and that's why
it's
I
a
kinda
great
like
Brady. I know it's a groaner, but Brady started calling people ID10Ts until we're like, what? Okay, what is it? It's what the cool ass dealership guy told me. Grease monkey dude. I invited myself to his house, but he said no.
All the time.
I want to come over to your house. I'm not an ID10T.
In a new survey,
So bad.
65% of people say that they consider breakfast to be eating breakfast is high and very important priority.
Okay.
Survey conducted by Bob Evans. I'll go no further.
Bob Evans said breakfast should be wildly important to you. And Bob Evans gives you the best breakfast. You feel so good after Bob Evans breakfast. Nothing better than starting your day with 16, 17 pounds of cement mix.
About 3,000 calories.
Oh.
McDonald's is bringing the McRib back for a short time. It's in November, the beginning of November.
Are you a McRib?
I love McRibs. Yeah. It's the bread. I think their sauce is good.
I haven't had one since they were OG.
The OGs,
Yeah,
the OGs were amazing. They're just sausage links, basically. But oh my goodness, I'd put it up there. I know people get weird about McRibs; they get snobby about it. But I'll tell you,
Brady's going to reach across the
I
counter
know.
here in a second.
Brady's going to get upset. Probably my third favorite
There's always a
barbecue sauce. I'm not kidding. I think McDonald's McRib barbecue is probably my third favorite on the planet.
So if there were a warehouse of it somewhere, you'd ask for some?
Yes.
You'd accept bottles of that?
If my neighbor had a garage filled with 2 summers worth of McRib juice, I'd still be like, maybe not. How many summers has it been?
2 summers.
It's been a couple summers in a warehouse. I'll hold off.
It's in the packets.
I don't care.
If you want to diversify a little bit on investing, you can buy the Folgers jingle, the best part of waking up.
It's Folgers in your cup.
Right.
And why would you do that?
It's they're auctioning it off.
What's the ROI on that?
Well,
you think?
in the past 12 months, it's paid $11,747.
Really?
The song has earned, since 2011, the song's earned a total of $38,000, a little over.
10 years?
Because that was like a 80s and 90s thing, right?
70s, I think, even. I think it went back further than that.
Right now, the current bid, I believe, is at $70,700.
That's a loss.
You can bid on it, but it's in increments of $550.
So hold on. It costs you $70,000 and it pulls in $38,000 a year? At its best year?
38 in 10 years.
The $20,000 in 2 years. So it gets you about a little over $10,000 a year.
But you can sell it for $80,000.
But that's if it keeps going. I mean, it's...
You can lose, too.
Yeah.
It's an interesting idea for people who know how to blow money.
Well, and
You're
then,
an
but
idiot.
you could take that jingle and use it for other stuff.
Like what?
Parodies or...
Oh, sure. You can use it you can parody it now.
Yeah.
I can parody anything. That's the beauty of parody.
Call Weird Al up.
The best part of waking up is garage barbecue sauce in your cup.
And that doesn't pay Folgers.
Yeah,
anything.
Folgers doesn't
Yeah.
care. You cut the name out, but you don't have. You can parody it all day long. That's an odd thing to want to spend more than it makes. Not a good investment. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm gonna steer you away from this one, Toledo.
Match.com posted some early results from its Singles in America survey. And one of the stats that jumped out was sex with roommates has been a common thing during the pandemic.
Sure.
27% of Gen Zers and 33% of millennials who are single have hooked up with a roommate in the past year.
That's what roommates do if you have a co-ed roommate.
Right. And you can't leave the house. It's a person you see all the time, and eventually you're going to get drunk together.
Yep.
I'm sure it works out with same sex as well, too.
Yeah. And the
Look at
buttholes
you
start to
being
fly.
inclusive.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
Nice, Brady.
Yeah. Thank you.
A lot of same-sex dudes is like, you know what?
Let's do this.
I wasn't gay before this pandemic, but the more I look at your ass, though, it's like what prison does.
You smell nice.
We don't have to tell anybody afterwards if I squirt one on you.
Just between you and me.
Well, I could squirt one on you then, Brian. Sweet.
I don't know.
Let's keep our lips sealed right after we open our mouths. Big gapers. Let's film it. And then Brian and Tad had a disaster on their hands.
A week later, you didn't really
You
film
showed
that,
her?
did
You showed her? Oh, I didn't know they were going to lift the restrictions so fast. I thought we'd be boning quietly for months. COVID Mountain.
Another sex survey found that 1 in 8 people over 50 say they're having sex at least 5 times a week.
1 in 8.
Yeah.
That's not so unreasonable.
That is not me. But
No. It's not many. It's 1 in 8.
Right.
30% of older Americans are knocking boots more than ever. They say they're not just in the bedroom either. 48%
I know.
have done it in the living room.
Does it say knocking boots?
Yeah.
Let me see that it says knocking boots.
Yeah, I don't know.
They got it.
I just want to make sure. Oh, yeah.
It's the second.
All right, just want to say. His paper actually has printed out knocking boots. Brady did not.
Where did you print that from?
Yeah. Brady's Hewlett-Packard Commodore 64
He's
news
writing
report.
for 'em.
We know the song.
Get that article from Jet Magazine
Yeah.
or something.
Knocking boots. Well, they are in their 50s, so they would understand that. 5 times a week, that's pretty good. But I don't think that's I think that's mostly
They know it's a survey. They're going to.
it's the divorced
Exaggerate.
50-year-olds. I don't think they're saying with their partner. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm doing it 5 times a week. I got a new girlfriend or I got this other stuff going on. I don't think married couples in their 50s. That's why the 7 out of 8 in the survey. I think 1 out of 8 throws it off because he's recently divorced.
So the 20-year.
One of those guys, and he's in his 50s and he's running his last mile.
48% said they've taken it to the base in the living room.
Now he's done
38%
it.
said
Says it
they've
with knocking boots.
Yeah.
dropped the bottom out of it in the bathroom.
Okay. Oh man. In the Burger King bathroom.
Because he's got a nose like a pickle.
Look at his face.
28%
That's what it
said they
looks like
got
when
their
the-
freak on in the kitchen.
When the gerbil's running. That's what his face does.
Yeah, one track.
He's trying to think of all the
One track.
What's a Houdini song I can throw in there?
And 15%
Here we go.
freaks come out
Closer.
at night.
That's right.
Closer.
All right. But and now we're well into the 200% with your math.
That's true. I didn't think about
Yeah,
that. We've
he's
been
doing
adding
terrible.
up all
He's,
of them.
all of his terrible jokes, we're adding up to like all of them do it constantly. Yeah, you can't-
Overachievers.
You get 8 50-year-olds. One is just recently divorced. One is miserably unhappy in a marriage that he can't get out of, and then the others are kind of somewhere in between. The one guy's boning. Yeah, you gotta go.
I gotta go.
Enjoy the dentist.
Yeah.
Brett's teeth hurt.
I got to go knock some boots out of here.
Yeah. Getting his mouth drilled. Starts early. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
See you, Brett. Brett has to leave today.
I've got some science news.
Hello,
my friends. I'm Professor Brady Bogan, and this is your science news.
Brett leaves and everything goes great.
NASA is looking at vehicles to shuttle the astronauts to the launch pad and wants private companies to pitch them ideas. So you ready for this? Oscar Mayer jumped in on Twitter,
The giant wiener.
offered the Wienermobile.
You've already got that. It's the Bezos.
No
Right.
response from NASA so far.
So wait, NASA didn't have a vehicle before this?
Hold on a
They're
second.
using,
It's,
they had old cars.
let me get this right. So on the space station, they want to go from A to B. Or to get you from a
No,
station to
basically
another
to take them
space.
to launch pad. There's
No,
a
before they even leave the
before
ground.
they even leave.
Oh.
They need a shuttle.
Ubers.
Yeah.
You
But,
can't
I mean,
Uber the astronauts to the...
But that's what I'm saying. You didn't
have a
something
truck?
like that beforehand?
They
sold
do,
all the
but they're
vans?
old. And they
Would we leave them in
they're spending money.
Do
They,
they
want
run?
someone to step
Do
up.
we not have a...
We left them in Afghanistan.
What was that thing in MASH that they had to go... The motor... the guy that...
Motor
fixed-
pool?
Motor pool, thank
Yeah.
you. We didn't have a motor
Motor
pool?
pool. I don't know.
A study on aging found people will almost definitely live to be 130 years old someday.
No thanks.
There's a chance it'll happen
Probably.
by the year 2100.
Probably.
That
happening
means
again. These studies are based in maybe.
There's nothing positive about any of all that.
Oh, no.
Positive,
Probably.
maybe,
almost definitely.
almost definitely.
It's not a thing.
That means if you're under 50,
Yeah.
you could see another century turn over if you're lucky.
Oh,
No
I'm 49.
way. No.
Hopefully I'm on the right side of this because I do not want to be 100. I've seen 100-year-olds. Ugh. They're not happy. I've been going to the Core Institute an awful lot, hanging around with a lot of old people with my old man bones. And I'm seeing a lot of people who go to the doctor as their job. My 4th visit this week. Like, nothing about aging seems fun. All they do is visit doctors. Like, give me till 70 at best, and then I'll start considering the options. You have to weigh in every decade at how you're doing. And at 70, like, my dad's a healthy guy and is 74. He's fine. So it's like, all right, there's no reason not to want to continue. But after that, you're on a year-to-year contract. There's no reason to start signing up for long-term stuff. Because it can change at the drop of a hat. I'm looking at people in the lobbies of these doctors' offices, and I'm like, nope. I will eat all the pills before it comes to this.
Yeah. What's the other? Oh, here's a interesting one. If you've ever been accused someone of cheating and their reaction, they get angry at you.
Yeah.
Means they probably did it. That was
Probably.
Well, now
That's the scientific word of the day. Probably.
now a study out at the University of Toronto says not so fast. People who get angry when they're accused of something are actually more likely to be innocent.
Oh,
That's
no,
my
it's
kid.
different?
That's my kid. If I accuse him
One
of
of their
something
study.
and he gets legitimately pissed, he's innocent.
No kidding.
Yep. If he cowers and doesn't say anything, like he did it.
You can tell him, but your kid's a kid. He's a mushhead
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, exactly.
So he's not good at hiding the outside stuff. He hasn't learned how to
He's
manipulate
not good at
once
anything.
he's been caught. Everybody, I think, reacts differently. You get smashed and you're like, oh boy. What do you do next? Do you lie? Do you fess up? Everybody's got that.
This 77-year-old guy in Japan was diagnosed with something that is not linked to COVID-19. It's related to restless leg syndrome.
Not a thing.
Toledo's diagnosed it as a non-factor.
This is restless
based on you.
anal syndrome.
I've got a couple.
Wait a minute. What?
Brady, don't you have this at night? Ronnie's accused you of this.
He constantly felt like he needed to use the bathroom, but it never gave him any relief. The only thing that helped was exercise and moving around.
Damn it.
He spent 3 weeks in the hospital fighting COVID, but he didn't develop the restless anus until he recovered and went home.
My neighbors have restless anus syndrome. It's craving, constantly craving. It's Katie Lang of anuses.
Which is double good in that case.
Oh, yeah. You hear that constant craving come on in the backyard, you know something's going on.
They put him on a daily dose of Klonopin
Excuse me?
to help him relax. And it helped his butt relax. That's your news! The Martinez family moved into their neighborhood in Virginia Beach. Janique Martinez, this was her dream house. For the last 5 years, they've been enduring their neighbor. They're pretty much convinced their neighbor doesn't want them in the cul-de-sac. They've been playing different types of noises coming out of the Martinez family, it was a black family, and their neighbor has been setting strobe lights, their floodlights that flash into their house. They've been hearing all sorts of noises, like when her husband pulls up in his truck, he parks it in the front of the house, which is allowed by the neighborhood.
Okay.
But he hears monkey noises when he gets out of the car.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute. I'm so glad you did this after Brett left. They're playing jungle sounds for the new family in the cul-de-sac.
Also blurting out racial slurs.
Oh, my Lord. They set up a sound system?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so then they also have surveillance cameras all over the place. Like they don't trust them. So
we all have that. Not because of the Martinez family.
She goes
a little bit
to,
because of the Martinez family.
Checks out if he can do anything, they can do anything, with the police,
right?
Law enforcement. Nope.
There's nothing illegal about the sounds of the jungle.
I don't know what these
Man,
are,
that's an interesting case, though.
Sound pollution.
Said he's been
noise
playing.
violations.
The neighbor's been playing N skits.
Excuse me.
my
Excuse me?
N-word skits.
Yeah, my buddy Winston said,
Found online.
I wish a neighbor would. I'm with you, Win. See, that's the thing.
And I guess he's been playing.
Burn that down.
Wow.
Because if you
She don't want to
react,
sell her house.
so the Martinez are going to move.
Yeah, if they can't do anything, it's like,
Well, it's either that or it's going to end in a death.
or you
Oh, yeah.
fight fire with fire, play something
What?
back.
What?
What, Pat
Well,
Boone?
And that'll
Georgia,
something.
Pat Boone,
Yeah. Pat Boone always works.
You just
Willie
make the white
Nelson?
people happy.
So I want to.
Wow.
John-
I don't. Yeah, I don't, like the scary part is like that's an interesting thing because if like once they get into the N-word skits, now you got something.
Yeah.
But if you're just playing jungle sounds, and you deep down know what those people are doing, and then the black family gets mad, like they're the ones that look Because it's passive aggressive. Like, well, we never said you look like. Why do you feel you look this way? It's like, oh, come on. Now, you're right. It's going to end in a murder. And probably should. Whoever's got the time to set up a sound to play that should probably get beat up. I'm with Winston. I wish a neighbor would. Hey, just for fun, Win, move into my neighborhood.
Oh, there you go.
And then I'll talk some neighbors into setting that up, and then we'll just beat them up for fun.
Didn't you say you had
set
a
'em up
neighbor
that way.
was pointing out one of the kids walking in your neighborhood and the kid lived there?
Yes. Well, we had that. That was what got me the first boot off of the neighborhood app there, was that we had these, it was a Native American kids walking down our street, and somebody posted a photo of them on the neighborhood watch and said, I don't know who these kids are, but I see them walking by every day. And it was the same woman that got mad at me about saying coyotes need to be, dealt with in the front yards.
Wow.
And her argument was, well, they were here first. And these are Indian kids. They were here first, too. So they're allowed to walk around until they start eating our cats and dogs. They're allowed in the hood by your rationale. Oh, that's ridiculous. And then some other lady said, those are my sons. They go to the high school right down here. The bus stop now drop off there, and they're walking across your neighborhood. I'm so sorry. That neighborhood looks terrible. These dark kids are walking through our neighborhood. It's brutal.
Why don't they get together? Today is, October 1st.
That's right.
We're in the middle of Oktoberfest.
Right.
And get these families together, drink some beer, have a little party.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Play a little Oktoberfest edition of Straight Outta Compton. Hit it, Toledo.
Oh, no. Is that a thing?
Is that what you're doing?
Look, man, I don't know what I'd do. I think I'd laugh and try to make it worse. This is Straight Outta Compton.
Straight outta Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called Fellas with Attitudes. When I'm called off, I got a sawed off. Squeeze the trigger and bodies are hauled off. You too, boy, if you mess with me.
Now this I would play if I was an angry racist towards the new black family. This would drive them right out.
It's showing out. People start to mumble. They wanna rumble, mix them and cook them in a pot like gumbo. Going off on a mother.
We love rap music. Welcome to our neighborhood.
Your ass. So far. So give it up smooth. Ain't no telling when I'm down for a jack move. Here's a murder rap to keep you dancing with a drum record like
I think I like it. The word today, by the way, because it's past 8, Sopranos, 97936. Because I don't know anybody who isn't.
Got an hour. Figure it out.
Sopranos. Oh.
Got a couple of quick radio videos.
Before that, with or without the apostrophe? How are you going to put it in?
Without
the apostrophe.
Can't put the apostrophe.
Sopranos without the apostrophe. 97936. Get yourself $1,000 from the Dinero Double Down, just like that Brian guy that emailed me. Brought to you by Lerner and Rowe and our friends at Modelo Especial.
The first radio video, a couple of Wild World radio videos. They're real quick.
Okay.
I think it's
some giant-headed bird.
And an eagle is setting this crane up by dangling a little food in the front of its cage. The eagle is in the cage.
Cranes?
Well, it would.
Oh, yeah. No, grabbed it with its tail by the head. Oh, he's pulling him into the cage. Where are we?
He's got a little mouse hanging on that crane will go after it. Boom.
Oh, there was a confrontation right before. There was a face-to-face like, you want this? Come get it, bitch. Yeah. And the crane made the move. The eagle drops it and looks at him like it's not yours. Oh, man, that is a fast hand. So the crane's dead, right?
I would guess so, yeah.
It didn't pull him through the cage.
Pull through, yeah. He got out of it.
Listen to the crazy Asian reaction wherever the zoo is.
Then this crane gets a shock.
Wow.
And you'll like the end of it.
Hold on a second. Cranes are allowed to just walk around the zoo.
Well,
but you got to cage the eagles. Yeah.
Well, no, you don't have to cage the eagles. But I mean, how is that fair to the crane and the other animals?
I don't think the crane belongs to the zoo. The crane.
We have cranes there here, and they fly into the World Wildlife Zoo. Sometimes
aren't they supposed to be brushed away? Because that's technically food.
Sometimes, yeah. If they're taking the food, yeah.
Well, not taking it. They are food, and caged animals look and go, well, this isn't fair. And you're just parading.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every once in a while, I'm sure a desert rat wanders into the eagle enclosure.
I mean, pedophiles can't be around schools. So there's like a restraining order or something against these cranes, right?
Got to notify when you're in the area.
Like you're within the area or you get brushed out.
Well,
let them wander around and open up cameras.
There's a couple of cranes on the electric wires and transformers.
No. This won't be good. Oh, boy. Oh, there's one dead. Okay, Brady, damn it. And you giggle at the dumbest stuff. And some frat bro, drops a roasted chicken on a plate, makes it seem like it's all
Hey, it's a happy.
Brady, come on. It is? For who? The bro.
Yeah.
That is the douchiest thing I've ever watched. Don't do those anymore.
All right.
The crane died on that transformer.
Yeah.
And then it turned into a roasted chicken, so it's even better.
Rotisserie.
That's funny.
It's the stupidest thing you've ever done.
Last one we got a rope swing, and it didn't go well.
Well, his pants are already off.
Yeah,
He's taken them off before, but
too into fashion, and he's in jeans going over a rope swing. That's that's not even
that's
like
a slab on rock.
Yeah, you're just.
Where was he jumping to?
Yeah, where are they going to go? That rope didn't even make it past the middle of that water. All right, quiet one.
I think it's just a rope swing. You're not dropping off. You're just supposed to swing.
Just listen to the body hit.
TJ, are you okay?
Are you okay, TJ? No, all of his bones are broken. It's called internal bleeding. He's going to die from it.
Fine.
By the way, fashion getting of the rope swing with the pants that can't go over your ass look. Pull your pants
pull
up.
them up.
Pull your pants up, kids, or you'll die in a rope swing.
Pull up your damn pants. You look like a lunatic.
I still love how the halfway down your ass pants thing started.
How?
You don't know that?
No.
It was a signal in prisons to say I'll take it.
Really?
Yeah, and now everybody in the
thing?
Yeah, that's a real thing. That's how that craze began. Is that in the joint, if your pants were lower than your ass, you were a taker, like you were offering it up. And now it's a fashion statement.
Wow.
Yeah. And you tell people, they're like, I don't care, because it doesn't matter now, but it doesn't necessarily mean it still applies. But
I thought that was the standard outfit initially in the French army. But
well, that's exactly. They would take it. The French army would take it. Not for me. I don't have pants on my size.
No one gets fezzes.
I don't get fezzes. Pants all the way over his legs. I dare anyone have anal sex with me. We have to get the giant in some pants and get him out there. He will take thousands of bullets before we even get there. Follow me up the mountain to Germany. Andre the Giant in the French army. He tried. Give me a pen. I sign up today. There you go. Sopranos is your word today. That's what you need because, the Many Saints of Newark is available now. Oh, I'm excited about that. Got to see it. Ready to go with that. So Sopranos, 97936. Get you $1,000 and the dinero double down. There goes your Brady Report.
You were right, man. We should do this thing.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.